Welcome to our channel. We promise not to make you take a personality test, yet. Today we're diving into the quirky world of personality traits and the hidden superpowers of introverts and extroverts. For ages, introverts were told to come out of their shell, as if they were turtles, like being the life of the party was the only way to succeed. Spoiler, it's not. But there's more to the story. And it's not a bedtime story, we promise. Both introverts and extroverts have their own superpowers, capes not included, so whether you recharge alone or love being the life of the party, stay tuned. We have cookies, metaphorically, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Seriously, hit that button. Why are there not more people talking about the hidden strengths of introverts? Let's start by busting a myth. Being introverted isn't about being shy or socially awkward. It's not like we're vampires avoiding sunlight. It's about where you get your energy. Think of it as needing a recharge, like your phone. Introverts simply recharge in quiet, low-key environments. No, we don't come with a do not disturb sign. They're often great listeners, deep thinkers, and incredibly observant. Basically, we're like ninjas of the social world. Think about that quiet kid in school who aced all the tests. Yeah, we were secretly plotting world domination, or the one who always had their nose booked. We weren't hiding, we were just on a literary adventure. They weren't necessarily trying to avoid people, they were just naturally drawn to the world inside their own heads. And that's a superpower. Move over, Superman. Introverts have this incredible ability to focus deeply, to block out the noise and really hone in on a task or a problem. We're like human laser beams. They're not afraid to spend hours lost in thought exploring every angle. It's like a mental workout without the sweat, and that's where the magic happens. Abracadabra, here's a brilliant idea, because when you're able to truly concentrate, free from distraction, you open yourself up to a whole new level of creativity and problem solving. It's like having a superpower, but without the cape, the kind that leads to groundbreaking discoveries and innovative solutions. Like inventing this big thing while everyone else is binge-watching TV. But it's not just about being smart or creative. Introverts also tend to be really good at self-reflection. We're basically our own therapists. They spend a lot of time thinking about their own thoughts and feelings, which makes them more self-aware and empathetic to the experiences of others. We're like emotional detectives. This means they're often really good at understanding perspectives, even if they don't always agree with them. We can see both sides of the coin, even if we prefer one. And that's so important in a world that desperately needs more empathy and understanding. So next time you see an introvert, give them a nod. They're probably saving the world in their own quiet way. Now, extroverts, don't think I've forgotten about you. You social butterflies, you. Your energy comes from being around other people, like a phone that only charges in a crowd. Social interaction is your jam. You thrive in environments where you can connect, collaborate, and let's be honest, maybe charm a few folks along the way. You're like the Wi-Fi of social settings. Extroverts are often described as outgoing, enthusiastic, and, yes, sometimes a little bit louder than their introverted counterparts, like human megaphones. But don't mistake that outward energy for a lack of substance. Extroverts are natural networkers. Think of them as social ninjas. They genuinely love meeting new people. And they're not afraid to strike up a conversation with anyone, anywhere, even with the coffee machine. This makes them amazing at building relationships, both personal and professional, like social architects. And because they're so comfortable in social situations, extroverts often naturally fall into leadership roles, like ducks to water. They're not afraid to take charge, to voice their opinions, and to inspire others to action, like motivational speakers on caffeine. Think about the people who've made a real difference in the world, the ones who've led movements and sparked change, the ones who probably never needed a microphone. Many of them have been charismatic, outgoing, and yes, even a little bit loud, like human fireworks, but it's not just about being the life of the party or the head honcho. Though, let's be real, you do love a good party. Extroverts bring a sense of energy and enthusiasm to everything they do, like human espresso shots. They're the ones who can light up a room with their smile, the ones who can turn a dull meeting into a brainstorming session. like social alchemists. And that kind of energy is contagious, like a good laugh. It's what motivates teams, inspires creativity, and ultimately gets things done, like a social superpower. Let's take a moment to appreciate introverts and their superpower, deep thinking. Yes, they're the ones who can ponder the meaning of life while you're still deciding what to have for breakfast. This ability to dive deep into a subject, to explore it from every angle, often leads to incredible creativity. And probably a few missed calls. Think about some of the greatest artists, writers, and musicians throughout history. They were the original deep thinkers long before it was cool. Many of them were known for their introverted nature and probably for dodging social events. They weren't necessarily recluses, but they understood the importance of solitude, of having that space to create without distractions. Or, people. For an introvert, silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's a fertile ground where ideas can blossom and where they can finally hear themselves think. It's in those quiet moments when the world fades away that they can tap into their deepest thoughts and emotions and maybe even figure out where they left their keys. And that's where true creativity comes from that place of deep inner connection. Or as some might call it, the zone. It's not about following trends or trying to please others. It's about expressing something unique, something that comes from the very core of who they are. And maybe a bit of caffeine, but it's not just about artistic expression. Introverts have more tricks up their sleeves. This ability to think deeply and critically is also what makes introverts such incredible problem solvers. They're like human Rubik's cubes. They're not afraid to take their time to analyze every detail and to consider all the possibilities before arriving at a solution, even if it means missing a few deadlines. In a world that often values speed over accuracy, this kind of thoughtful approach is more important than ever. Because sometimes slow and steady really does win the race. Because sometimes the best solutions aren't the fastest or the easiest. They're the ones that come from careful consideration and a deep understanding of the problem at hand. And maybe a few cups of coffee. Extroverts, on the other hand, have their own unique brand of genius, one that thrives in the realm of social interaction. They're like social superheroes, minus the capes. While introverts are energized by solitude, extroverts draw energy from being around others. Think of them as human solar panels, but instead of sunlight, they need people. They're the ones who light up at parties, who love nothing more than a good conversation, and who seem to know everyone in the room. So, seriously, they probably even know your dog's name, but this isn't just about being social butterflies. It's about a deep-seated need to connect with others, to build relationships, and be part of something larger than themselves, like a human Wi-Fi network. And this drive for connection is what makes extroverts such natural collaborators. They're like the glue in a group project, but way more fun. They thrive in group settings where they can bounce ideas off others, share their enthusiasm, and work together towards a common goal. Basically, they're the life of the brainstorming party. Think about the most successful teams in history. Whether it's a sports team, a band, or a group of scientists working on a groundbreaking discovery, chances are there was an extrovert making sure everyone was having a good time. Chances are they were made up of a diverse group of individuals, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, but united by a shared vision and a willingness to work together. And probably a lot of coffee, and extroverts are often the glue that holds these teams together, or the duct tape, depending on the situation. They're the ones who can bridge the gap between different personalities, who can motivate and inspire others, and who can create a positive and productive environment where everyone feels valued and heard, like a human megaphone, but with more charm. But it's not just about teamwork. It's also about making sure everyone's having a blast. This ability to connect with others on a deep level is also what makes extroverts such effective leaders. They're like the party planners of the leadership world. They're not afraid to take charge, to share their vision, and to rally others to their cause. And they'll probably throw a great party to celebrate afterwards. So we've explored the unique strengths of both introverts and extroverts, and I hope it's become clear that neither one is inherently better than the other. Like comparing apples to oranges or cats to dogs. They're just different, with their own sets of superpowers that, when combined, create a powerful synergy. Think of it as peanut butter and jelly. The truth is, we need both introverts and extroverts to make the world go round. Otherwise, it would be like a pizza without cheese. We need the deep thinkers, the quiet innovators, the ones who aren't afraid to challenge the status quo. You know, the rebels with a cause. And we need the collaborators, the connectors, the ones who can bring people together and inspire them to action, like the glue that holds everything together. Imagine a world without introverts. Sure, it might be a lot louder, but it would also be a lot less thoughtful, like a party without a playlist. We might not have the groundbreaking inventions, the beautiful works of art, or the innovative solutions to complex problems. Basically, no Wi-Fi. Now imagine a world without extroverts. It might be a lot more peaceful, but it would also be a lot less exciting, like a movie without popcorn. We might not have the vibrant communities, the collaborative projects, or the movements that have changed the course of history. No epic dance-offs. The point is, we need each other. We need the balance that introverts and extroverts bring to the world. Like a perfectly balanced seesaw, we need to celebrate our differences, to learn from each other, and to recognize that our unique strengths are what make us stronger together. Like a superhero team. So the next time you meet someone who's different from you, whether they're an introvert or an extrovert, don't try to change them or fit them into a box. Instead, be curious, ask questions, learn about their perspective. You might just find a new best friend. You might just be surprised by what you discover. And who knows, you might even laugh a little. Thanks for watching. We hope you had as much fun as a cat in a room full of laser pointers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the amazing world of personality traits. What are your superpowers? Can you fly? No? Well, tell us anyway. Let us know in the comments below if you identify more with the introverted or extroverted side, or if you're just here for the snacks, or maybe you're somewhere in between, like a social chameleon. And remember, the world needs what you bring to the table, even if it's just your amazing dance moves. So embrace your unique strengths and your quirky habits. Go out there and make your mark, or at least leave a funny comment.